Alright, I'm over here at the Coeur post office in downtown Coeur. This is under the jurisdiction of the Coeur Police Department. So I'm very apprehensive about this audit. But let's check it out and see what happens here. I'm gonna take some pictures, and the problem with this kind of discouraging is how many people like to just forward to the action, and if there's no action, you know, you don't get many views, or people want to see you degrade the cops and irritate people. So I'm going to spend some of this time narrating to you about why I'm out here, why I think it's important, and you know, I hope you'll listen to me, and if not, you know, that's what's great about America. You have freedom. So basically, I do a lot better at this when I can write my thoughts down. I'm not articulate on the wing. Freedom is sort of an eternal struggle, I think. When I was a kid, I remember everybody wanted to have their picture taken. And so I don't know what's happened. I can't pinpoint the propaganda or whatever it is that's gotten people so paranoid of cameras. You have a situation in this country now, and I've got it documented on my channel, where the government is they've taken over. They've reversed roles. Once they become a government employee, they think they become a master. And now that we, the people, are supposed to be the masters, but they've got the people sort of indoctrinated into thinking that the government's their boss, their nanny, and to obey. And if you don't obey, then you're a trouble starter. You're you're a nuisance or whatever. They're like, get with it. So what I'm doing out here is trying to wake people up and change that, and let people. Freedom is a state of mind. If you I'll probably end up cutting a lot of this out. And I've said before, I don't claim to be good at this. You know, there's a particular person, I'm going to give him a shout out, and I don't know how to say the name of Amagance Press or something. And Amagance Set Press. And so now this guy, I mean, he's composed, he knows the law, he researches, and so, man, if we could have 1 million of him, this problem would go away, nothing flat. The problem is no one else wants to do anything about it. No one really cares about the Constitution anymore, especially those that are sworn to protect and defend it. It's the strangest thing. You have these public employees call the cops, and the cops here in this county, in this city, are just bouncers. They'd bounce you out if the other government employee doesn't like, that you have a camera or whatever, it could be chewing gum. And these cops would come and they'd bounce you out of that place because they're gonna do whatever the supervisor at whatever place tells them to do. And it's unconstitutional. It's tyranny. You can't have that. In North Korea, you're not allowed to film government officials. Well, in America, you are. You're allowed to film in public, and you're allowed to film government officials. And they're sort of indoctrinating people to think that that's impolite, that standing up for your rights is selfish, and that you should sacrifice all that for your safety. And that's the that's the pressure that they're putting on your mind. If you look at some of my other videos, you'll see how little the police know about the law or the Constitution. They're just bouncers. They know run and tackle. That's what they've been hired for, and to follow orders. And it's hard for me to believe that this is happening accidentally. So I feel the call to come out here and expose it. Now, I'm not good at owning people and stuff of that nature. I'm not saying I'm not going to try to do better. I will, but mostly that I feel I'm getting out of here is I'm documenting it. I documented Deputy Goodman detained me for a HIPAA violation. Okay, he had absolutely no idea what he was doing. He went out there as a bouncer. Okay, and he was glad, I guess, to do that. So, at any rate, I'm not doing very good at trying to explain myself here. I'm probably going to cut all this out. I don't see any black bubbles eye in the sky outside. So I'm going to go ahead and go on inside for a while. And I actually have to use the bathroom, so I may come out here later, find a public restroom somewhere, and come later so I'm not under so much more pressure, a different kind of pressure. Okay, here's one. It's preposterous. Hi there. Double whammy here. A lot of people don't realize that I can FOIA request this camera. Anybody can. And I don't even really need to be in here with my camera. And the mindset is that, the reason people get a big problem with me in my camera is because they view me as just another slave like them. I don't have any right to take their picture. And so we have to change that.
It took the address?
Well, no, I got to the test and it was like, warning, you've been to the wrong country. I'm like, oh, shoot, yeah, okay.
Well, that's good, at least I have it cross-checked.
Yeah. So it doesn't support tracking or insurance on to that, looks like to the UK.
No tracking? How do I add tracking? I don't know how to, where we can track it.
I don't know, it says party held this country doesn't support international tracking or insurance. It's $39.70. Does that sound more like the right price?
No, it sounds like the right price, I just don't understand why I can't have a tracking number.
Have you had tracking before?
Yeah, I've always been able to track it. I've been all over the world.
Can't clear it up.
Hey, there's one of the things I was looking for. I'm not sure if I can get this to focus in,
Sir? Sir?
but
For the privacy of our customers, we don't allow pictures taken in the building.
pardon me?
For the privacy of our customers, we don't allow pictures taken inside the building.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure.
Is there a law?
Actually, this policy on our
Yes,
postal
federal law.
service.
Federal law does not allow you to take pictures.
Just call the police.
Pardon me?
We'll just call the police.
Is I will have to ask you to stop taking pictures, or I will have to call the authorities, okay?
I'll call them.
It's for the privacy of our customers.
Thank
Yeah, it
you.
doesn't have any.
Can you
No, you can get lost.
can you let me talk to your postmaster, please?
He's not in this building.
Well, I suggest that you call your postmaster before you make a big mistake.
You're not gonna
I'm sorry?
I don't trust you.
Well, I'll call the cops if she won't. That's not appropriate.
Please don't call the police off. There's no need for that.
We can't have
If you could just please call the postmaster, ma'am.
Out you go.
Okay, we have to ask you to stop taking pictures. We're not trying to tell you not to, but we're asking politely not to take pictures for the privacy of our customers. And that's the only reason.
And I'm just requesting a supervisor. Can you give me a supervisor, please?
I am your closest thing.
Is your name? Can you give me your name, please?
Pardon?
Your name?
Why are you needing my name and why are you taking pictures?
okay.
Because you're.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Two people calling the police, that's good.
All right, here we go. These
You can get lost. We can have you arrested.
I'm going to go ahead and stand back here. And, ma'am, are you asking me to leave?
I'm
calling the
asking
police on
you
you.
to not take pictures, okay? For the privacy of our customers.
All right, and so I need to talk to the postmaster or a supervisor.
I am the closest thing to a supervisor here.
Well, you're about ready to make a big mistake, ma'am, and so I would
I
suggest,
am just asking you politely not to take pictures. You're making our customers feel
Yeah, I'm very
uncomfortable.
nervous right now.
We can't
And
trust
that's all
you.
I'm asking.
You need to go.
if you're asking me to leave, I'll leave, but I'm going to take pictures.
Post
I am
office
asking you
in
not
Coeur
to take
Lane,
pictures, so if I have to ask you to leave, please leave.
Lakeside and, we got
Just
someone
make it clear, you have not asking me to leave, is that correct?
and he's gonna be in big trouble if he don't get his
You are
pass
making our
out.
customers feel uncomfortable, so I have to ask you to leave.
Now, get lost.
All right,
He's being a problem.
so this lady that won't tell me her name,
I think it's
there's so much going on here, I couldn't hear whether she asked me to leave or not.
One of the guys is calling the post
I'm trying to de-escalate the situation here, and she seems to be trying to escalate it.
Okay.
office. Take pictures in the post office here. Take-
So I'm going to stand my ground here and ask to talk to the postmaster or a supervisor.
Taking pictures and they're warning him not to take pictures and he's not backing off. And we don't want to take pictures and he's not listening. You need to get lost.
I saw him freaking standing outside.
Get him down here.
I don't know what purpose of it.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to video here.
We don't see anybody.
I'm trying to raise awareness about the First Amendment, and poster number 7 that gives me the right to videotape and take pictures in here. And so I've stirred up a bee's nest, and all I'm trying to do is exercise my rights.
Yeah. We got Ray overcoat on, Supervisor, and down to my hat. We got glasses. Walked in.
So like I said, I requested a supervisor, and I can't get a supervisor here to talk to me. I've asked them to call the postmaster. She won't give me her name, and she won't call the postmaster. Thank you, ma'am. Could you please keep rolling? They've called the police on me.
Protecting myself, dude.
Same here. I appreciate you exercising your First Amendment right to record. So, I probably might end up in jail, folks. I'm hoping not. Here's poster 7. Now, it's hard for me to talk to her while she's working at the counter, because that would be disrupting her business. That's why I requested the supervisor. But I've been denied, they won't identify. And so I'm just going to actually go get my stamp now at this point. Oh, you can go first. I'm in no hurry.
He needs to get lost.
2711?
Yeah.
Is your PO box number good?
Yeah.
So we might have it, yeah. Let me, what's your name? Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Alright.
So I really wasn't expecting this sort of a reception. You can go first, ma'am, if you'd like. She got a heavy box there.
Okay.
You're next.
There's no copy on this
I'm
one,
just
then?
waiting for them to come back.
Okay.
No, ain't none of them.
Okay, no matter if you no mercury, the red button there.
Those are ready to go.
Do $1 on that.
Well, there's the guy harassing me there. Called the cops on me.
No, my girlfriend's had already been given for all perishable, no
Oh.
lithium batteries, perfume, everywhere. They bought them online, and they free.
Well, that works out well, leaving the flat rate. Okay, 8:45, you made anybody sign for the extra?
You're not gonna like that. Now
Okay.
put that label on there.
Which one should I use?
This little guy right here.
Oh, thank you.
You will
Thank
not like
you.
that one if you took that one on there.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
You don't even have to sign for these or anything like that.
Any stamps today for you? Okay.
Okay, so I have the package, but unfortunately it's in Julia's name.
1790 for you.
Is she available?
Oh, what's it?
Is she right now?
1790. Alright.
Yeah.
Miller 10 cents.
That's where I'm like, I'm really confused. I can picture some post office. Usually I get it from my house or something. That's like, that's why I was like, when I asked them, and then they gave me an address.
Hello?
How's it going?
So I sent it back to them.
So I'd like to,
And this print?
pardon me?
Smile for the camera. What can we do for you?
Oh, smile, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to actually purchase a stamp, a forever stamp.
Sure, 55
And I'd like to
cents.
have a receipt with that if you don't mind.
Okay, we can do that. Let's see here.
Weird. Let me, because I know you.
Just one stamp for you?
Staples orders
Yes,
from you
sir.
guys.
Okay,
I wonder if
55
it's-
cents. There's that.
Give me 1 second. Let me look at
And
it.
$1. Okay. 45 cents. 45 cents for you. I'm gonna have a receipt for you. Alrighty, receipt there. Survey on the bottom for you.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You as well. Well, they served me, so the camera wasn't that big of an issue. I think this gentleman here escalated this situation here. I could try to talk to him, but I don't think he wants to talk. So I'm going to go ahead and finish documenting the services that are provided here. Here you have some boxes for sending packages in case you don't have yours already boxed up. And over here, little area that provides you a pen and some pamphlets and so forth. Looks like the guy that called the cops is making a getaway. So back here you have all of your little areas to write down things, and of course you got your post office boxes there available to the public. And as I was saying before, these cameras can be FOIA'd, so any citizen can get the footage from these cameras. And they're recording 24/7. And here you have your passport information. You ever want to know where do you get a passport? You get a passport at the post office. I think you can get them online too, if that's the way you want to go. There's actually a self-service stamp machine here, and little drop boxes for your mail. You have gift cards available at the post office here. Anywhere from GameStop to Amazon, Google Play, you name it. Surprised I don't see a Walmart one there. Also available here at the Coeur d'Alene Post Office is Mother's Day envelopes, I guess, boxes. You have all the things you need to package up your things right here at the post office. So let's go back over and also you have Hallmark cards for sale. So no need to go to Walmart or wherever to. If you need to send one off, you can come directly here to the post office and get everything right here. Send it off. They even provide you a pen and a desk to write your message. So there's a lot of services that are provided here. Now I'm going to go back over here to poster 7. My problem is it's not focusing. And, but this is the rules and regulations of the post office. And I'm not quite sure exactly where it's at, but if I need to, I'll find it. Don't bring a firearm into this post office, any post office. Any kind of dangerous weapon, you should know that. You have to leave your toys in the car. And so let's mosey on over here. So you saw the exchange that occurred there. I'm going to go ahead and close the video here. And go back to picture mode. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take another picture of the lady that told me I couldn't. She refused to give me her name, so I don't know who she is. But she said she was a supervisor here. There's a few more cameras there. As I was saying, anybody can FOIA those cameras. So anything those cameras are taking a picture of, you can get that. Just simple FOIA request. So all these people are already on camera, and they don't have a problem with it as long as it's the government cameras. They just don't want a slave to have a camera. Here's one here, taking my picture without my permission. This is preposterous. Well, glad that got de-escalated. My heart rate went way up over that. I don't want to leave at this point because I don't know if they've called the police. And I don't want it to look like I'm fleeing. So I'm going to wait around for that purpose at this point and continue to take my pictures. Unless somebody actually wants to talk to me and have a conversation, which they are just not interested in doing. So. We'll take a look around the outside of the building. It looks like she took off to the back. The cops may have trying to avoid my camera and gone around the back. Because I reckon they've probably learned the law by now. I don't see a service vehicle here. Yeah, my heart rate went up to mouth dried, everything else. I'm just not comfortable in those situations. It's petrifying, really. I'm not trying to you know, be like that or whatever. There's a post box here. What's interesting is that there are no security cameras to be seen from the outside. So it is So kind of stuck here for now because I'm going to go back in and ask if they've called the cops on me. Well, there it is right there. So, I don't know. He just seems to have gone on by. Here. Yeah, so we've got a bad situation. I think it was last night or recently. There was a police officer shot by some drug dealer with an AR. That's what they say, is a drug dealer. And so, you know, I just can't express my condolences enough for the family, and it puts us in such a hard situation because, you know, if you say that kind of thing and then people call you a bootlicker, and then you got this other situation where the cops drug this Army lieutenant or National Guard, I think, lieutenant, out of his truck, pepper maced him, and drug him out of his vehicle, and just disrespected him to the max, you know. So if you speak up for him, now you hate the police, and this is the conundrum that we've been put in here. This tribalism. It's all, you know. They had it on the news that the guy that was representing the officer that was slain, you know, with his Blue Lives Matter flag behind him, you know. And so if you sort of support that kind of thing and so forth, then you're like I said, there's just no way out of it. You can't speak up against the tyranny without being put into a category. You know, I lost a lot of subscribers because I will say I support the police, and, you know, I have no animosity toward the police. I think that they've been trained to be tyrants, and I don't think they're tyrants in their hearts. Many of them are. I'm not saying all of them, you know, are angels, and it's really unfortunate what's going on in this country right now. It really is. And they've taken into a tribe, you know, and they've forgotten about the Constitution of the United States of America, or the United States. I've said that before, and I misstate it often. So.
Tracking insurance of 50 oil higher insurance?
No, that should be,
Okay. So it should be on the 16th, right?
okay. So is it still like 500?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any stamp for anything else to do for you?
So now I'm going to stand in line and try to speak to a supervisor again. There was no one interested in talking to me. They just called the cops. So now I don't know. I actually don't know if they've called the cops. So if they have, then I want to stay here so that it doesn't look like I'm fleeing.
I have the app, but I don't use it.
And if they haven't, then I'd like to know that one way or the other. don't want to start talking, interrupting their business, so I'll just wait in line here. There's another camera there, and like I said, anyone can FOIA all the footage off of these cameras. Just put in a request and you can get it. It's all public information. So you can FOIA this, get the video footage and put it on YouTube if you want. As I said before, people have a different attitude though about the black bubbles than about my camera. They, like, how dare him? He's just a slave like me. He can't take pictures.
Hi.
I'd actually like to take a picture of this long line behind me, but I'm afraid of setting off another hornet's nest. So I'm gonna.
That wasn't gonna fit.
You were nuts.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Got nothing better to do.
I was actually like to talk to this young lady here. If I can wait.
The postmaster's on his way. If you want to talk to him.
Pardon me.
We have the postmaster. He'll be done in probably a few minutes. So.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right on, sir. How you doing?
Okay, nothing better to do than support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And I intend to do that wholeheartedly. I think this may turn out to be a learning lesson for these postal employees. I was actually expecting them to be prepared for the situation. I'm no longer in line, ma'am. I'm no longer in line.
I know. I know.
Okay, I just wanted to. So I think I'll just go ahead and wait outside for the postmaster. I just have a sense of hostility in here towards my camera. So let's go back and take some more photos back here. Receive mail that does not belong to you, please place it in the mailboxes. All dogs and other animals. Yeah, I just can't get this thing to focus on letters. Pretty much all the same. Excuse me. Down here. Anyway, we're waiting for the postmaster. Like I say, I don't intend on editing this. So You can fast forward through it or whatever. Looks like uneventful for now. Here's the line at the post office. Well, I've actually never used one of these. They self-service. I think that just says self-service in Spanish. This actually looks like a scale. What was it? No, sir. Look at this line now. It's gone. Of course, there's social distancing too, so it makes it look longer, I guess. It's not such a big deal, I don't suppose. Yeah, so I think the cops aren't coming this time. The postmaster was coming, so. We'll see how that goes. Find out if they called the cops and get a 911 copy of a 911 call. Man with a camera.
It's a long line.
Well, it seems longer, I think, because of the social distancing.
Yeah.
No, sir, I'm just a journalist here. Trying to get some content for a story. Yeah.
What kind of story?
It's basically on the First Amendment. It's how the government, the public servants respond to cameras, basically. Here's one of my cards here for you. It's my YouTube channel. Yeah, it varies from place to place. You know, we have a constitutional right to film our employees while they're working and to take pictures, especially inside of a post office. It's actually stated on their poster 7. But a lot of the times the employees aren't aware that a person can come in here with a camera. And
so they try and tell you have to stop.
right, exactly. She actually told me I had to leave, and I told her, please, call the postmaster before you make a big mistake. Because that would be a violation of my civil rights, and I didn't want to. I'm not here to sue anybody, I'm just here to bring awareness to the First Amendment. Exactly. So, what happened to her?
Exercise them, then they atrophy.
They get weak, and then exactly, it's like a muscle, And so, yeah, earlier anyway, I was here, and the customers just went off. A guy called 911 on me, and you can't take my picture. And so I actually had left, so just to de-escalate it, because it was getting out of control, and even the employees said they called the cops. So I'm actually waiting for that, and I don't want to look like I'm fleeing, So I'm sort of waiting around. I'd have been out of here a long time ago if this wouldn't have happened, you know.
So what is the difference between people that are out in public can be photographed?
Exactly. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
What happens with the concept of like model release or whatever and stuff like that?
Right.
Does
Okay. So
something
that
like that have to happen or not?
no. That's for people that want to use your image to, like, sell bikinis or beer or something. You know what I mean? Have you heard of the paparazzi?
Yeah.
Okay. If that was true, then the paparazzi could have the photographers arrested. So yeah, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
Okay.
In fact, these cameras here, you can FOIA these, put in a request, and you can get all the footage off of all these cameras and post it on YouTube if you want.
Oh, really?
So I'm already taking your picture. It's just a state of mind, you know. They sort of respect those,
Right.
but not this one, you know.
And anybody can do
Anybody, yeah, you
freedom of
can go right up
information.
there today and you can get all of it. They'll put it on a CD for you. Hey, pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, likewise.
I'm over here.
I was probably a year and a half ago, no, maybe even more than that. I was over in Seattle. You know Joey Gibson.
Yes, yeah,
So
absolutely.
I was at an open carry rally of his,
Right.
and later, actually just recently, somebody that was checking me out for a rental situation. She goes, when I Googled your name, the first thing that popped up was a picture of me at that rally holding 2 pro-gun signs. And there was a Getty image. And she said, she goes, they're selling it and making money off of it. I don't think that was true, but I was a little amused and surprised.
If you can use it for, like, newspapers and things of public interest, matters of public interest. You can use your image. You know, but not to sell a particular, like a brand of beer or
If I was wearing
bikini.
a certain jacket. And
Right,
wanted
they
to
couldn't
market
sit
that.
there. Yeah, they'd have to pay you for that. Exactly.
Look at my address, is that where you start?
That was interesting. You could Google my name and get an image.
Yeah, I Google my name every now and then to see what they're saying about me. All right, so that's an interesting conversation with them. What's your name, by the way?
Mine? I'm Jerry.
Jerry. Pleasure to meet you, Jerry.
Yeah, likewise.
Jay.
Jay?
Jay.
Jace.
Yeah. Jay.
Jay. Just Jay.
Just Jay.
Sometimes I don't hear very well.
I'll try to stay anonymous on my channel. I don't have to delete out if I told you my full name. I have to delete it out. I don't want anybody throwing rocks through my windows, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy world, crazy times.
It is. The state of mind is crazy. Like I said, they have no problem with those black bubbles. But when they see another slave with a camera, oh boy, you don't have rights.
It's crazy.
You know, it seems like I buy tape every time I come to the post office. I always forget my tape. So, we're here waiting on the postmaster.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too shabby. Cool hat, man.
Thank you.
Let's go outside for a while. I apologize, I'll have to cut some of this out, I suppose. They're probably, the postmaster's probably not going to be coming. They're trying to figure out a way to sort of get me, kind of punk me, you know? I'm getting punked. let's see if they're gonna, how bad they're gonna punk me. Make me wait around here, use all my battery and all my data. So let's take some pictures out here for a while, see what happens. Coming and going. Well, they don't want to give me a, maybe don't want to give me a victory. See, the cops came by. Probably come by to see who it was. Realized it was me. I'm a big, fat guy, so it's easy to, oh, it's you. Have a great day, bud. Hey, thanks for supporting the Constitution, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your service. Hey, let's go out here and get some cool cars.
Do it.
Taking pictures.
Okay.
This little area here, I'm going to stand there out of the way. I think that wind is going to make a, I hate watching videos with the wind going. So just think about that. Anybody can FOIA those videos coming out of those black bubbles and put that content on YouTube. And nobody seems to have a problem with that. It's just a state of mind, to be honest with you. Well, this place is emptying out now. Maybe I can get a question or two in. So, the last poster, their tactic was, so the deputy came back and said, not to stick my camera in, I'm just narrating, not to stick my camera in the, in people's faces. So the very next customer that came out, the old guy, this was the Hayden post office audit, the very next guy come out and said those exact words, "Get your camera out of my face." I was 10 feet away from him. So they may be setting me up here and bringing somebody in here to make a disturbance. And so I'll have to be very careful. And so I was told that the postmaster was coming. And that's what I'm waiting for.
Okay. Okay. Did you move or anything, or? Oh, okay.
Okay, so unfortunately, the inherent
Well, you can
problem
afford
with
it.
the two offices that we have here.
You receive a confirmation package.
So it only went out for delivery the
So,
very
what
first
our
night
people do
on
is they
Saturday.
record
It didn't
that,
get to our
they'll send
office
it to your old address,
Saturday.
record link, and then.
That's why it didn't get
Send
to
over to your email address.
So
Another tactic they may be up to is just to wait me out till I leave
because there was nobody there to sign it.
and put a warrant out for my arrest or something for disturbance,
This morning,
some crazy shit. I mean, corruption is real, folks. I hate to say it, but
free delivery tomorrow, or if you want.
I'm not going to say too much more about it. I've been very, very disappointed by what I have been. Just so you know, I'm just waiting around for the postmaster.
He's right here.
Oh, is he?
In a second.
It is. It's up off of Kathleen between Ramsey and 95.
Okay, but you're certain it'll
Yes.
get delivered tomorrow?
I am very confident that it'll be delivered tomorrow. Ready?
Okay, better try to keep my head to not explode. Thank you very
I'm
much.
sorry about that, sir.
Thank
You have a good day. Come on over here to this blue door and I'll give you a hand.
Well, oh, the scanner? I had it.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you
Can you get
today,
your
sir?
name, please?
My name's Eric.
You have a last name? Could I get a picture of your ID?
Nope.
Can you tell me why?
Why do you need a picture of my ID, sir?
Well, because I like to know who I'm talking to. I believe it's your policy that you have to.
Okay, my name's Eric. Your name is?
Listen, very disappointed on how I was treated here today. Not only by your refusal, you see he's got his ID turned backwards. I'm here actually doing a First Amendment audit. And
Is there a mailing question that I can help you with, sir?
well, my questions have to do with service. And your employee here also refused to ID herself. And I can see I'm going to get nowhere with you. I'm probably wasting my time talking to you because you're not trying to hear what I'm trying to say. But you told me I couldn't take pictures in here and she asked me to leave. Okay? Now, you should be aware that I have a right to take pictures in here. Is that correct?
I am aware that you can take pictures in here. If you are making customers uncomfortable, I would ask you to back away from the counter, yes.
So you realize that that their comfort is not your responsibility, right? That you're not
Do
a
you have a
fillings
mailing
enforcement
question
officer. My question is, why are your employees failing to ID and telling people with cameras to leave?
There's no requirement to ID. My name is Eric. They have name tags on. Do you have a mailing related question that I could help you with today?
It seems like you're patronizing me. You're acting like a fool. I'm sitting here, I'm actually going out of my way to be cordial with you.
And I am simply trying to answer your questions, sir.
Well, it doesn't seem that way. What I'm trying to get to the bottom of is whether, one thing I want to know is did they call the police on me?
How is that relevant to our conversation?
Well, because if the
Is there a
police,
police officer here?
because if the police were called, I want to stick around here because I don't want it to look like I'm fleeing, that I'm guilty of something, okay? So I would like to know, I'll ask you again, did your employees call the police?
Is there a police officer here?
That's not an answer, that's another question. Can you please, I'm asking again, please tell me whether or not your employees called the police on me?
At this point in time, there is no reason to call the police. Is there anything that I can help you with?
Well, I can see I'm wasting my time. I can't get your name.
My name is Eric.
You're being very patronizing and rude to me,
I am
and so
not being
I'll have to
rude in
fail you.
any
on
way
this
whatsoever.
audit.
That is fine.
And so as long as you haven't called the police officer, I'll be on my way. I'll take a few more pictures and I'll be on my way. And you'll be hearing more about this. It's not going to go away.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
You're going to have to get these people acting a little more professional, and you are a public servant. Okay, you shouldn't be patronizing the public.
I am not patronizing you.
Sure,
I'm
you were.
asking you
Well,
if you have any mailing
people can be the
related
judge.
questions.
People be the judge.
I am more than happy to answer any questions that you have about mail service, sir.
You know what you can do? Just get back to work, bud. You know, and I'm sorry that we couldn't have a little more cordial of a conversation together and try
I
to
don't
work this
believe
out.
that we had an uncordial conversation.
Okay, well, we'll see.
You have a
Eric,
wonderful day.
is that what your name?
My name is Eric.
All right.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
How are you?
Come on in.
All right, there it is, folks. Eric wouldn't show his ID. Why do they wouldn't wear IDs if they won't show them? He wouldn't tell me whether he's called the cops, but we're going to do a FOIA request on that and find out whether they called the cops on me. And we'll put it on the YouTube channel, and we'll see what the people think about it. I think they did call the cops, and the cops told them they weren't going to come because of a guy with a camera. And I mean, you guys be the judge. I didn't feel like that he was being forthright and professional, but that's my opinion. You guys can tell me what you think. Please leave comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll stick around. Well, stuff can happen, as Amagant's Press says, stuff can happen at the end. Let me know what I could have done differently. Yeah. That's going to conclude it. Now, here's another police officer coming around. Get his photo. And looks like they're just going to patrol around here. They probably got somebody on the way to harass me or something. And even when I asked for the postmaster, they sort of ignored me. I don't even know how long he was there before I had to request him again. They hate the camera. They hate what I'm doing. And it's like the Constitution is a nuisance, you know. So let's take some more pictures. Now here's a car without a front plate. I wonder why that is. Take a look around the back of it. Sir, can I ask you why you don't have a front plate? Is that disabled?
No, it's a dealer plate.
Oh, okay, I got you. Got you. All right, appreciate it.
Taking pictures of. Hey, I didn't authorize that picture, so you better get rid of it. Or maybe I need to call somebody. Keep on taking them, brother. You'll end up getting rid of them. What did I just tell you, man? Apparently you're too stupid to listen. You can take all the pictures you want, bro. Apparently you got nothing better to do.
That #1 sign. That's pretty good timing. I think that got him right when his finger was up there.